Can't get away from this topic. What is good? Welcome back to the Flawdcast. I am your boy Flawdzilla, and I'm here with my lovely co-host Mozilla.
What up, yo?
This is the last normal place on the internet, and we are glad that you could be here with us today. All right, okay. And after this, you will be too. Now, without further ado, let's get into this.
Spaghetti.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we drop.
Fun booty.
So yes, this video is about the same topic that the last 4 videos have been about. I feel like not the last 4 videos, but yeah,
the whole world's on it.
Yeah, it's seems like it's the most talked about thing of like the past 2 weeks at least. Well, actually, it's probably been years now, but like really in the headlines for like the past few weeks. You know, the Ukraine Russia thing kind of went down a little bit, and then Leah Thomas swam her way up. Yeah, swam her way to the top of the headlines. Biden called in a favor real quick.
Yo.
Just joking.
If you think about it, you never know.
Yeah.
No, just
kidding. You can't say that. You just gotta
you just
gotta laugh when you're saying it.
Really? Yeah, I know, right?
Biden.
Oh, Biden. You're so funny, Biden.
Jokes and jokes.
You have such a heart.
Yeah. But yeah, this video is, I forget the dude's name. I've been wanting to do a video of his
Plug, right?
A lot recently, yeah, because he has some good videos where he goes and does man on the street stuff.
Yes, I love that.
You know, the man on the street. I always like that kind of content, taking it an extra step to speak to the world. Yeah, you know, like without this type of content, I feel like a lot of shit would just like be believed. You know, like
if you didn't have real,
yes, people that are willing to do this, like to make these kind of points. Because if you remember with the whole voter ID thing, there was this dude, I think his name was Ari or something. So they showed the people in the chat during a live stream were like, watch this dude, and he was talking about the voter ID, and he was going around asking people, do you think the voter ID is racist? So he asked a bunch of white liberals. And they were like, yeah, it's racist. Black people don't know how to get to a DMV. Black people don't know how to do anything. Black people are dumb. Black people are the dumbest race in the world. Of course voter ID is racist. People can't read. They can't go to the DMV. They go there and they go, they don't know what they're doing. So then at the end, like towards the end of the video, like with 5 minutes left, he interviewed a bunch of black people and was like,
I have it.
Do you think voter ID is racist? And like, no, I think we should do it. Like there was so many black people that were like, no. I don't know what the hell these people talking about, thinking that we can't get IDs. Like, what do you mean? So it's like a narrative.
It just shows.
It just shows that the real world is not the same as these internet headlines.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And that's why I can appreciate this kind of stuff. So
absolutely.
I wanted to do this. This one is about transgenderism. It's about should children be allowed to transition their gender? This guy's name is James Klug. I forgot to say that. That's what I meant to say. His name is James Klug.
Oh, yeah. I'm already triggered.
Yeah, me too. So let's see what people got to say, you know? Let's see what people got to say. Like I said before, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know whenever we drop.
Fun moony.
But yeah, this is probably going to be triggering.
Yeah.
I can feel it
already.
Trigger
warning, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Trigger warning. Exactly. Good call. Okay, let's get it.
Spaghetti.
What do you think?
Whatever age.
Like 10?
Hold up. Already, whatever age. You hear that? What age do you think is good for a kid to transition? Whatever age. That's what she says. Hold up. Let me make sure the volume's all up here, okay?
How young do you
Okay, there we go. All right.
How young do you think?
Whatever age.
Like 10?
Even younger.
These people don't have kids. These are people who don't give a fuck.
And
they're
notice
just repeating.
how she's laughing. She don't give a fuck.
They don't care about people. She don't care about kids.
I'm already triggered.
This is her just saying things that she's heard that she thinks is okay because this is what her friends say and the people that she listens to and the people she watches, they talk like this. They have this crazy ideology where they think that everything should just be everything, do what you want, you know, type of shit. Like,
yo,
the fuck is this? What are you talking? This bitch is laughing. You know she don't have a kid that she
no.
If she had a kid, she would care.
Yo.
But there are some people who have kids and are still fucking ridiculous and are cool with this type of shit. But
I mean,
anyone who
look at the kids that they're trying to
like, you've been a kid before.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
You know what the fuck it is to be a kid. Kids are dumb.
Yep.
Hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? They're learning. They're getting a grip on life. They're learning. And
it is.
I was dumb until I was later into my adult years.
I was dumb until recently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like literally until like a few years ago, I was dumb. I'm 32. Until a few years ago, I was dumb.
I was dumb like 2 years ago, a year ago.
I was still making mistakes. I'm still making mistakes to this day. So
absolutely.
Imagine I'm making a big mistake like that.
Yo.
That's not something you should risk with a child.
Crazy. And look at fucking Freddy Krueger back there.
For real.
Yo.
But anyway.
Thank God people like him are doing stuff like this because I would be in jail. Fighting?
I mean, I wouldn't be fighting, but
I don't know if I could take this.
I think you could. I think you would ask the right questions. I think that's what it forces you. That's what it forces you to do.
Yeah.
Or it shows how ignorant the people you're talking to are.
True.
So it's like you go out there, you ask these people these questions, you give them the rope to hang themselves.
Yeah.
Or you get a meaningful comment from them.
And
but most of the time,
like a conversation.
Yeah. But most of the time, it's going to be. Yeah, they're gonna say something stupid, and then they're gonna sign a consent form and be like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I want some fame."
Yeah, use it.
And then it's gonna show
my pronouns.
Yep, it's gonna embarrass the world, though. I mean, it'll just gonna embarrass them in front of the world, and hopefully they learn from that. They learn from that, and they think about things before they say them. I think that's what this type of shit will lead to, but probably not. I would hope that that's what this type of shit would lead to, like people thinking before they talk on camera. But I don't even do that. So, me neither. But anyway, let's go.
They want.
The parenting phase is kind of over. You're just a facilitator at that point, If they say that that's who they are
you fucking crazy?
You have to let them take the lead.
Are you fucking
What's
crazy?
going on, everyone? James Klug here.
I don't know what year he was talking about. He didn't say a year, but it seems like I don't know.
I mean, the question's still children, so
yeah. So he probably he's probably talking about 18. A young kid. That's stupid. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
18 and up, nothing under. I don't give a fuck.
For real, but it is what it is. But like I said, I was even dumb till a couple years ago. So
I know.
Maybe 25 and younger.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, 25 and over.
21.
25 and older.
Yeah. That's when you stop.
Los Angeles, California, and we're going to see if people think that children should be allowed to transition their gender through gender reassignment surgeries and treatments before the age of 18 in the United States. Let's go talk to some people.
Nice intro.
Should kids under the age of 18 be allowed to transition their gender through surgical procedures like breast removal, genitalia, etc.? What do you think?
That's a tough one. I mean, it just kind of depends on the situation, I guess.
No,
do you think that children under the age of 18?
That's the situation. He gave you the situation right there. Which means depends on the situation. He just gave you the situation.
So give an example. Okay. Give an example of something that is a situation that you would think that it would be okay.
Exactly. Exactly. You can call.
Should be allowed to start transitioning their gender through surgical procedures and treatments, hormone blockers, etc. What do you think?
Yes.
Gender reassignment surgeries?
Yes, most definitely.
And what do you guys think?
I don't think so, man.
Good shit. But she said most definitely.
Good job.
Why most definitely? Why do you feel so strongly that kids should be able to?
She probably has a family member or a friend or a Facebook friend.
I feel like you don't have a family member or a friend. Maybe a friend, yeah, maybe a Facebook friend, but I feel like you don't have a family member. If you're so cool with it, well, actually, no. There's people out here who are pushing their kids. So actually, damn, I don't know, man. It's just having common sense or not,
Yep.
Having common sense or not. Some people shouldn't be parents. Some people shouldn't be able to make decisions.
Agreed.
No, that's bad. I mean, it's whatever.
That is
whatever
bad.
the
Right.
person.
What do you guys think?
It's a kid, not a person.
Surgeries?
Yes.
A kid is not a person, bro. Like a kid is. You need to guide a child.
It's not exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
not an adult.
Some things should just be off limits until they become of age. Like
even how stupid this girl is right now. The kid's not even as smart as this stupid person, so.
Exactly. Good point. Good fucking point.
Most definitely.
And what do you guys think?
I don't think so, man. That's bad. I mean, it's whatever the person want to do, man. It's their body, man. I don't care.
Well, he clearly does whatever your friend does there because you both have the same color hair.
This is where we're at in this world now. It's like you can't care about anything.
Nothing. You can
Everything
have
has to
no
just
passion.
Let it be. It is what it is.
Yep. You can't have any beliefs, passions.
Unless you're a liberal, then your beliefs are strong and the right ones, right? If you have any other beliefs besides super radical liberal beliefs, then it's not okay. You know, super radical liberal beliefs are the best and the ones that make sense, right?
Yeah.
But if you feel strongly about anything else, if you feel strongly against any of these liberal talking points, you are a bigot somehow, or phobic, or whatever. Crazy. Let's get it.
Absolutely. No.
What did he say?
Person want to do, man. It's their body, man. I don't care.
Absolutely. No.
I don't agree with it either.
Very difficult question.
It is a difficult question.
Why is it difficult?
Yeah, it is difficult. I'll skip on that one.
No, I don't think that's right. I think that children should have the capability to understand what's out there in life.
Yes.
Like, they see all this stuff that's going on television nowadays, and they think that it's okay, but that's not the right way to go.
So far, only black people and the 2 old white people have said no.
But that's just common sense that he came with.
Well, absolutely.
Kids haven't experienced enough life to know what the fuck is out there.
Yep.
You're being told on TV, you see a bunch of celebrities doing all this transitioning and all this, but in real life, there's shit that you have no idea about. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you live life for a second first, see what the fuck is going on out there, and then if you're an adult and still feel the same way, then pursue then.
Yo.
But even then, don't jump into anything because it's something like it's a big decision to make, bro.
It's a slippery slope.
It is. Like, to think that the only way to make you feel better is to change your entire being or change your gender, since that's what you think you're changing, that's like changing you, to think that that's what you need to do to feel better, I feel like that's never the answer. Honestly, I just have to say that, like, it's a band-aid. It is a band-aid. Like,
giant
the issue
band-aid.
is up here. The issue isn't in the body. The issue is in your brain. You need help. That's what it is. And not saying you're fucking crazy.
No, everybody does.
We all have issues. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but how is changing your physical?
How does that help?
Going to change your inside?
How could it ever help?
Change your mental.
It's a band-aid. It's like when people like they gotta buy shit to feel better. Like, when that shit is gone, the newness wears off. You're gonna need something else, and it's just you keep chasing the dragon, bro. Like, changing what can you change after you change your body? Then you gotta change back. You're gonna keep transitioning to feel new. Yeah. To feel renewed every time, like you need to get
that's like mutation.
It is, but
it can't.
You need to get yourself on point. You need to get your brain right.
Yes, because you're literally just mutating your body over and over again.
That's it. That's literally it. It's wild, man.
Parents are with it, and they've gone through all the right steps. I'm nothing against it.
No.
So.
Any of you guys disagree with him on that? If the parents agree, do you guys think it's okay under the age of 18?
He looks like he's about to disagree.
I think I could probably agree with it. Just I'll still, a lot of people are going to have different perspectives.
This Justin Timberlake's going to get us.
People have different perspectives on what they see it as. So
copyright.
Why do you think yes?
My bad. I'll let him talk about this. Justin Timberlake's going to get us copyright claims.
He just said, if it's going to get don't keep going. He just said
that's just how life is. People have different perspectives on what they see it as. So.
And why do you think yes?
So he basically just said, well, some people are going to think it's okay, some people ain't.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know that.
That's not the question, bro. What do you feel?
People just word salad, like you said.
And people just say things to try to stay on the good sides. Like, they don't want to catch any flack.
Who cares? No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, for real, though. If you feel a way, let it be known. And then,
there's a level
if you're wrong, if you're actually wrong, well, this is why conversations need to happen. Because you're not allowed to say things anymore for some reason. But
no, you're not.
Imagine you say something and you're wrong, right? Let's just assume you're wrong about it, but it's how you deeply feel. A conversation takes place and the conversation proves you wrong. Then you have no choice but to change your thoughts. If you get proven wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why not go that way with it? Because just telling someone you can't believe something doesn't stop them from believing it. You have to tell them why it's wrong.
Yeah. And like, you literally can't stop somebody from believing something.
No, you can't.
I have my own brain. You don't know what the hell.
That's why conversations have to happen. The only way that you can make progress in these type of situations is to speak.
But they
speak freely about it. But they don't
want to stop that.
They want to stop you from speaking. So then you can build up resentment, and
so the whole
it can
world
just continue to be chaotic.
surface level, no real emotion.
Yeah, no, it's emotion, but it's like people are building resentment for each other. That's all it is.
That's the emotions. Yeah, it's not good emotions.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still emotions. Negative. It's negative emotions. It leads to blow ups and you know what I'm saying, rage and
There's no
fights.
Real life going on.
No, it is. It's just negative. It's real life. But it's just war.
But by not being able to say your beliefs and say what you really feel, that's like everybody's just living in this world.
But it won't stay like that. But that's the thing. That's not possible. That's what I'm saying. So just because you're not allowed to say things doesn't mean you're not going to say them. All it is going to create division. That's it. The world's still going to continue to go, but people are just going to be more and more angry because you can't have the conversations. That's true. It doesn't change my thought process. It doesn't change your thought process. Let's say we have different opinions, right? But we still got to live in this world together.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not allowed to state my opinion. You think your opinion's right.
Yeah.
We just keep on seeing each other. I keep being suppressed. You keep being told that you're right. One day, everything changes, and then my opinion's right and your opinion's wrong. How are you going to deal with that? Exactly. Your opinion being wrong now, my opinion being right. It's going to build resentment. It's just going to create issues where people just destroy each other over and over and over again. That's all it's going to be.
No, there's no coexisting.
There's no coexisting if we don't speak to each other, if we don't have conversations. That's a fact.
It's crazy.
It is. It really, really is. But it feels like it's on purpose. They're doing this on purpose. They're stopping people from being able to have discourse on purpose because it is going to create division and issues.
That's all you need to do. Boom. Done.
It's crazy how easy it is, man. It's crazy.
Shit.
Because I think they know. And the earlier that they know and that they can allow their bodies to accommodate that, whether it's
how do you think they know
to allow for it, whatever, then the healthier it is for their physical and mental well-being.
So why?
How can you think that they know that's what it is? That's the fix.
You were a child and you probably have kids. Like, you're dumb, bitch.
It doesn't even make sense when you actually think about it. We don't know shit. Like, even me right now, I have anxiety, right? And I'm depressed sometimes and shit like that. I don't know my fucking problem. I don't know how to fix my problem. So therefore, I need to go talk to a counselor or a therapist and like unlock these issues and get to the bottom of it. I can't just say, nope, that's what it is. I'm this. And doctor, give me that medicine for this problem because this is my problem. Prescribe me this, and I know it like no other. Change
my whole body.
No other type of situation can you do that. You can't just tell a doctor what your diagnosis is, and then the doctor just goes with it. No other time can you do that. They act like, how can that shit be elective? I don't get it, bro.
It's just getting worse and worse.
It's getting crazy.
This video is 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
In this video, and
we're 17 minutes in.
Yeah.
Let's get it playing. We might have to do this in 2 parts because
that's all right.
I don't want it to be. I'm not doing long videos anymore.
No,
unless it's live stream, so we might do this in 2 parts. Shout out James Klug for making good ass content, bro.
Yes.
Then the healthier it is for their physical and mental well-being.
So why yes?
Just because a lot of them don't want to transition because of the same reason, because other people think they shouldn't do it, but I think they should. It's their body, their choice.
Wow.
Yeah, why not?
Adults should support you and help you out in that. You know what I mean? And guide you through that based on their life experience. That's not, bigoted.
Why do we not?
Hold on. So you're automatically bigoted if you're not okay with it. But what if it's from my life experience and I'm like, nothing has ever worked. Nothing has ever been fixed by just.
That's just changing definitions of words.
That's it. That's it.
Call me a bigot.
You're a bigot because you think against it.
Okay, bro. Fucking Zach
crazy,
Galifianakis.
You're
motherfucker.
You're bugging.
You're too young to know, to make up your own mind.
Yeah.
There's you're influenced by peers, and you're not mature enough to make a decision that can be irreversible often.
Do you agree with him on that?
I fully agree with what he says.
Personally, I don't feel like children should change their gender at all, personally.
There's a lot of things that kids cannot do under the age of 18. They can't consent to sexual relations with an adult. They can't drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes. But what we're saying here is they can undergo surgeries that are irreversible.
Yeah.
I want to know, where does that fall in this list of things that children can't do? What do you guys think?
Just think about that.
It's a really touchy subject out here. You know,
it's not though.
That's why I'm trying not to get canceled. You feel me?
When it comes to,
do you hear? Admits it. I don't want to give my actual opinion because I don't want to get canceled. He admitted it. So the word salad that he just came out with right before that, when we just said he was just trying to walk the line and not get in trouble, that's literally what he was doing.
Yo.
So that's all everyone does. You can't have an opinion. You can't have an opinion that disagrees. Even if you know deep inside you're not a bigot and you just don't think it's right. Just because you don't think it's right, you are a bigot. That's it.
Fuck that, yo.
That's it. You're not allowed to have the opinion. Bro, yeah, you ain't shutting me up.
Change it then. Change the definitions.
You ain't shutting me up. You ain't shutting me up.
I'll be whatever you want me to be,
Whatever you want to call me. Exactly.
Y'all get to be whatever you want to be.
What I was about to say. You want us to call you whatever you want us to call you.
Whatever,
but you're going to call us whatever the fuck you want to call us, though, right?
I don't give a fuck anymore.
Crazy.
So many of them irreversible. Where does that fall in this list of things that children aren't allowed to do?
Well, I think that's an individual base, determined on an individual level, whereas some of the other social sins, shall we say, are more for keeping society safe.
In my opinion, if like a 12 or 13-year-old come to me saying like, I think I want to be a girl, I'll be like, man, you're not even grown up yet. You haven't lived life yet a little bit.
Yeah, that's it.
When it comes to the 18 age, I'll be like, and once you figure it out and you live that life and say like, oh, this is what I want to do. Then
so we're changing our answer a little bit right here, then, right?
Yes.
A little bit. That's what
do you guys agree with what he's saying, or no? Do you still believe, do you believe it should be okay if the parent is saying okay?
The kid's gone through all the right steps, and they've talked to therapists, everything like that, everyone that they need to talk to. They still feel that way. It's at the end of the day, it's their life.
Where does that fall in line with where?
Bro, so we're just for letting people ruin their lives.
I want to know.
I thought that was the point of parents.
These other people's opinions on all this, my body, my choice shit. I want to know their opinions on other things.
Yeah.
Fucking
But I guarantee it contradicts them.
100%.
They always do.
100%.
They always contradict themselves because they don't actually believe the things they say.
No.
And it sounds good for a second. They know what they're supposed to say.
Yes.
That's it. And then it automatically will contradict with something that they believe somewhere down the line. Yep. But if they're sitting with people like us, they'll admit it. They'll admit like, yeah, yeah, no, I really feel like this, But if they're looking around, if they're around one liberal or one person that they're not sure of, their answer changes to word salad, everything's good, everything's okay. Crazy, man. Crazy.
With what kids are not allowed to do?
Good question. That's a good question.
Yeah, that's how it always goes.
Today, it's their life.
Where does that fall in line with what kids are not allowed to do?
Good question. That's a good question.
Yo, that would be your mom.
I don't lie to my kids like.
You saw that, dude?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm a religion guy, so I can't let my kids like change it like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's bad,
the
Speak your mind.
Bro, you're allowed to. You are allowed. If people are allowed to have their own beliefs, you're allowed to have your own beliefs, man. Who is telling you what's right and what's wrong? Just because they speak as if what they're saying is the right way and is the best way, that doesn't mean it's true, bro. We won't know it until they hit the wall.
Yes.
That's when they'll realize what they're saying is wrong.
Yes.
Stick by your fucking beliefs. As long as you aren't like really hurting people, bro, you're allowed to believe what you believe.
That's it. And humanize everybody, bro. Just because you think somebody else is gonna care about what you think or whatever, they're
just like
against you. Exactly. They grew up, they shit in a diaper, they fucking went to elementary school, grew up, they're all the same thing as you.
And the thing is, most of these people have way less like life experience when they talk
Straight up.
They have like they all have this, it's like a common denominator that they are super knowledgeable when it comes to things like life. When it comes to common sense, they haven't experienced anything in life. They've usually been like sheltered or coddled or something in some way. They haven't dealt with what actual life is. They've been spoiled or something where they think that what they say overrules everything.
Because if they have, they know that's not how the world works.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Not able to consent to sex or not legally able, the comparison that you made versus, children under the age of 18 not able to consent to sex or not legally able to consent to sex, which I agree with that. It's a different thing.
No, it's not.
A completely different thing because...
Why?
the child will hopefully feel comfortable enough to tell their parent, hey, I don't feel like a he.
Okay.
And the parent can say, okay.
What if a child says, okay, well, I feel like I should be able to have sex?
A kid also.
But hold on, no. What if a kid tells their parents, I feel like I'm ready to lose my virginity at 10 years old?
Yep. What then? The
kid just knows better because it doesn't.
But that's the thing.
It's not different.
Legit.
It's about the fucking age of consent for a child. The child's brain is not developed enough to make those kind of decisions.
Reason why it's a law. And people like this will say that and then turn around and share a meme that's like, oh, my kid wanted spaghetti for dinner. 5 minutes later, I made spaghetti and now he wants cereal. Like they'll still say something, like that totally contradicts themselves. And like we all know, children don't even know what they want for dinner.
They don't.
Like,
Kids don't know shit. Kids are going through phases, stages, growth, all these different things. They don't. They're experiencing everything for the most part. Like it's one of the first times they've experienced it. They haven't been through enough to be able to know the difference between decisions and different consequences and shit like that.
It's so crazy.
They have to deal with the consequences, because if you let a kid make an irreversible decision, bro, and they didn't want to make that decision, and the decision was the wrong decision, you just ruined your kid's life, because it was your job to guide them through that, bro.
And you
just didn't want to be a parent, so you just said, yeah, it's okay.
They should
be
responsible.
You didn't want to deal with adversity.
Yep, they should be responsible because you have been there. Yeah. That's why. And you
didn't want to deal with adversity from your child.
Yeah.
You can't be your child's friend.
Yeah.
You have to be a parent.
Yo, I'm still scared of my mom and dad.
Bro,
my dad.
This shit is like wild, man. What we're coming to in this world, it's crazy, bro.
It's so crazy.
Let's explore that. Let's talk about that. Let's get into it.
I think it's one thing for a child or a youngster to feel that that child identifies with the opposite sex and to start things that are not irreversible, to let's say cross-dressing, but to then go for the kind of hormone treatments and irreversible kind of things. I think what we're talking about. That's wrong. That's wrong, because you can't reverse that. 100%. I think many of those lives are ruined.
Yes, it's exactly what we were just saying.
They should be allowed
exactly what we were just saying.
Pursue irreversible.
Hold up. Shout out to Zilla Kami and City Morgue. You know who that is? You can somebody. Oh my God.
Oh hell yeah.
That's the name of their group.
I used to listen to that bacon overnight.
I only hit you in the face. That's the name of their group. Their group is called City Morgue.
Oh hell yeah, dope.
Procedures to their bodies.
Sure, man.
My bad. Wow. No one gives a fuck. It's always.
Do you think that
it's just some random people who don't know, who don't have kids. Like y'all are gonna be terrible parents if this is how you really think. Sure, why not? Sure, let's fuck my kid up forever.
And is that a wedding ring on his finger?
A mood ring.
Oh.
Maybe there's a wedding ring though. You never know.
What hand's your wedding ring on? Right or left?
I think left.
Oh, okay.
I don't know though. Yeah, I might be wrong. I'm the wrong one to ask. You know better than that. I have no idea.
They should be allowed to pursue irreversible procedures to their bodies.
Sure, man. If they want to do it, go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck about anything.
It's important to at least entertain what your children say and listen to them.
There's
again, like you just said. Like there's people like that kid walking around, but we're supposed to believe that kids know what the fuck they want, and what the fuck they're talking about.
Exactly.
This kid's saying shit like, "Go ahead, yeah, man, sure." Like you're a kid, nigga. You're an adult, and this is how you're talking. Yeah. This is why kids can't make decisions.
And this dude right here, a grown man, just said it's important to entertain what your kids say. Okay. That means do an irreversible fucking change their whole body. That's entertaining.
If anything, it means having the conversation.
Exactly. If anything, entertain that shit and keep it going. Entertain it for the next 18 years and see if it's real shit.
Hold off on that shit, and I guarantee your kid thanks you. Guarantee it. I know these, like, this is a new
people think
this is a new, what is the word? This is new, like, territory, right?
Yeah. Kids
transitioning. So like these parents that are so for this, if it happens and they're like, you remember that video we saw?
Yes.
Where she was getting the kid the hormones and it was like a present and the kid was crying like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Like that type of shit. We have no idea Like these parents,
I felt sick.
These parents are going to be so.
But they don't.
They're going to look so bad.
Them. Exactly.
They're going to look terrible in the future. Right now, they feel like they feel so much validation from the internet. Like, look at me, I'm recording and I'm giving my kid hormones. I'm the best parent.
Shit is gonna hit the fan.
Exactly. Wait 50 years from now.
Motherfucking fan.
50 years, 30 years from now, and see if your kid appreciates what you just did.
Exactly. And like, these people think that just because you're against these people having children transitioning, that you're against letting your kid express themselves and be themselves.
No, it's not the same thing at all.
Gay or whatever.
Not the same thing at all.
Not even close.
Not the same thing at all.
And no, they don't understand. Like, it's sick.
I'm not cool with irreversible surgeries for children, bro. I'm barely okay with that for adults.
Legit.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Love the skin you're in, bro.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about the flawdzilla. This is the whole shit. You're born how you're born, and you got to learn to love it and accept it, because what if there was no way to change it? Like, you weren't born with the ability to change this shit.
Irreversible.
You weren't
in the beginning.
Yeah, you weren't born with the ability to change this shit. This is doctors playing God. It's like it's not. This is newness. This isn't what's supposed to be happening according to fucking biology. You know?
I'm glad I say my prayers at night, man.
For real, man. This shit is crazy. So you just expect everyone to just be okay with it.
For real.
Like, it's so crazy how they try to, like, yo, shout out Gothics. I just watched part of this video where she was talking about her becoming Christian, and she was talking about the communists, the Marxist shit, and that, saying that they're trying to take religion out of the communities, basically. And like, it seems true to me. Like, if your stance being against that, being against kids transitioning, it comes from, like, that's not what we're born.
That's from
this is it to me, yeah, like, they hate God, like, they hate the Bible. They're trying to, everything that's against the Bible, they're like, you're a terrible person because you still believe in the Bible. You're a Christian. What? You don't want a kid to transition? You don't believe in transitioning? Oh my God, I can't believe that. They're trying to make you hate. They're trying to shame people out of being Christian. Is what it feels like. I hate to get religious on it, but Gothics was right in that video, bro, and that is what it feels like to me. That's what it feels like to me, bro. It's weird, man. It's weird how hard they're going against.
Fuck yeah.
It seems like religion, but yeah, we're 32 minutes in.
It's so weird, but it's so makes sense and planned.
It does.
And it's
it does.
Not planned, but like it could.
It does seem planned, bro.
You know?
It does seem planned.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna do the rest of this video.
We're halfway through.
Yeah,
so.
we're at exactly 6 minutes.
This is good. I'm liking
we'll do a part 2 of this, because this was definitely a good conversation. This turned out to be a very good video.
Yeah.
But
I'm hungry.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. We live in a wild world, and I'm just gonna say, don't give in. Do not give in. The way you feel is the way you feel, and it comes from somewhere, bro. Just like they think the way that they feel is the only way that people should be able to feel. Like, they don't even consider that you're a human being who feels your own feelings. Only their way of thinking is right. Like, I don't even care. You're okay to believe the things you want to believe.
Whatever you want.
But don't tell me that I'm wrong for believing what I believe.
That's when we have an issue.
Exactly. Like, I'm willing to have the conversation all day long and never agree.
Yeah, let's do it.
It is what it is, but you're not going to tell me that I'm wrong, because this shit comes from a genuine place of care. You can say it's bigotry, but nah, bro. It doesn't feel right.
If you
it doesn't feel right.
Can change definitions all day long. I could do the same thing you could, but I choose not to.
Legit.
But that's the thing. Like, I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's all right. We got a whole nother video we're gonna do. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Appreciate he meant.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever we drop. Make sure you like the video again, please. I know I just said that, but it means a lot. It helps us out a lot. Please, please, please like the video, and also leave a comment. Help us with this algorithm. We need to get ourselves back up with this algorithm so we can get our videos in front of more people, because you know how YouTube does. We took a little break on the videos, and YouTube was like, you know what? We're going to take away your impressions. We're going to take away your engagement then. So we're just trying to build our channel back up again, obviously. We've done this multiple times now. Just support. Make sure you like, comment. Like, and comment. We will comment back. We go through the comments every time. So we'll go back and comment on the comments. We'll pick out the best comments and comment on the comments. And we want to start doing comment videos. So the more you comment, we're going to start doing reactions to the comments on our videos.
Yeah.
So comment some funny shit. Comment something, you know, some dope shit, you know,
some funny stuff.
Comment funny stuff. Comment like good points, you know, good stuff, so like, we can have content for these videos.
Yeah, like
you know?
funny on the fun, you know.
Yeah,
funny
like
on the
I understand you guys love us and stuff. We love you too. Just add a little bit more content to the comment, and you know, you end up in a video maybe. You know, but yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the YouTube members, all the Patreon members. Join the Discord. We have a second channel, Flawdcast clips in the description. Everything's in the description. So
yeah, go check it.
Yeah, you know, make sure you check it out. Appreciate you guys for coming through and spending this time with us. Remember to always stay flawed. Don't you dare try to play flawed. And if you see me in the streets, and you better say,
"Hey, Flawd."
For me to go to sleep at night. I had a dream that I could do my thing, and everywhere I went the people knew my name. Some people hated on the truth I bring, but now I use the hating just to fuel my plane. I had a dream that I could do my thing, and everywhere I went the people knew my name. Some people hated on the truth I bring, but now I use the hating just to fuel my plane.